Hello, beautiful people. Talking today about the importance of healing your mental body. Now, it might sound a bit strange saying that, but really, this is your thoughts, your beliefs, everything that goes on up here. It is one of the most important factors, and I hesitate to say the most important factor, but honestly, everything that's going on up here filters through. It creates our emotional state, it creates our physical health and well-being, and we are literally hypnotizing ourselves every single day in a positive or a negative way with the thoughts that go on up here. And the biggest challenge about this is that we have so much that's automated as a way of helping us survive and get through our day so that we're not overwhelmed with information, meaning that the brain takes a lot of the information that's been a repetitive process and automates it. This is why 60 to 90,000 of your thoughts that you have every single day are pretty much the same thoughts that you had yesterday. And so it is so important to become conscious of what you're thinking and what you're focusing on every single day, because this can be a very automated and a very habitual way of being. And like I mentioned, your mental thoughts, so what consumes your mind day in, day out, is literally driving your emotional state, and it is driving the biochemical process that's occurring in your body, because your body cannot differentiate between a real stress and a perceived stress. So whatever it is, if you're focusing on something that you're worried about, you're focusing on a future event that may not have happened, may never happen, and yet you're ruminating on it, your body will be experiencing that again and again and again every single time you think about that. Not only that, also your past thoughts. So things that have happened in the past that perhaps have impacted you, or you've made them mean something about yourself. And as I said in a previous video, one of the quotes that Gabor Mate spoke about, he wrote the book When the Body Says No, and he does a lot of work and research on trauma. He says that trauma is not necessarily the event. It's what happened inside you when that event occurred. And that goes back to, what did we make that mean? What did we make that event mean? And even in the most loving circumstances, a mother might be shopping with a child. She walks around to the next aisle with a shopping trolley. Unbeknownst to her, her child is a few steps behind her. Her child looks up, sees that mum's missing, and registers abandonment in that moment, because it's what we make things mean. And when we're living from our survival mind instead of our heart, this is where we really do go into a hypervigilant state, because our mind, our survival mind, is there to protect us and to keep us safe. So guess what it focuses on? It focuses on everything that could go wrong, might go wrong, or could hurt you or harm you. And that is exhausting when we're living in that. And generally, when we're in that sympathetic dominant state, meaning it's that fight flight state, we're in the wounded ego mind state, it's like, gotta go, can't stop, can't breathe, we're rushing, and generally there's a lot of white noise. It's when the mind is continually racing and it's really hard to actually quieten your thoughts. That is when you know that you are in the full fight flight response, or sympathetic dominance. Parasympathetic dominance is when the body, or parasympathetic nervous system is when we're able to rest, regenerate, we feel calm, our mind is clear, generally there's not too many intrusive thoughts coming in. But what I know for sure is that this is one of the hardest areas to heal when we're experiencing burnout. The reason for that is because our physical energy is so depleted, and certainly in the height of my burnout, I muscle test my physical energy on my thymus gland. Our thymus gland is one of the big indicators of how well physically and how much life force energy that we have flowing through us at any given point in time. And in one of my lowest moments, I was at 8% life force energy. Now, that is really, really unhealthy, really unhealthy. And from that point, it's very difficult to get anything done in a day, to be really honest with you. And so when we are living in that state at 8%, or even 10 or 20%, when your life force energy is so depleted, the mind will go into protection. So it will go into its defender or its guardian state, which is really looking for what's going to hurt it, what's going to harm it. And it tends to ramp up all the negativity and focusing on all the things that have gone wrong, all the things that could go wrong. And this drives your emotional state and well-being even lower, which perpetuates and continues the burnout, because on that biological level, again, the body doesn't know the difference between a perceived threat and a real threat, and it will continue living. Like literally, you can burn out laying on the couch if your mental thought process is not in a way, or happening in a way that is truly serving you. And being able to know how to pull up those thoughts, how to change those thoughts, how to clear your limiting beliefs, and how to create more empowering focus is absolutely critically important for your burnout, to heal the burnout. Because like I mentioned, it will continue to drive that biological process of firing the adrenaline. And when we're in that level of burnout, it's because there's actually, the adrenal glands are very minimally functioning, simply because they've been so burnt out from working so hard, because you've had either a chronic period of time or an acute period of stress, and generally both have happened. So a chronic period of time, a long time, either in low level or moderate stress, and then had an acute stress occur, whether that's a change of relationship or breakdown of relationship. It could be a change of job or change in financial status. It could be moving home. It could be a surgery. It could be loss of a loved one, or any number of massive life changes that can occur, even a surgery or something like that, after chronic low level or moderate stress for a long period of time can often tip somebody into burnout unknowingly. So being able to overcome and heal your mental body, heal the thoughts that have kept you feeling disempowered, that have kept you feeling bad about yourself, unlovable, not valued, not enough. All of those things are so critically important, not only to have you feeling better, but also to heal the physical body. Because until we do that, we will just keep minimizing so much of what's going on for us, and not be able to actually heal that physical body in a way where you can get on top of it, because otherwise that biological process will still keep playing out because of those mental thoughts. So really, really important to take note of that. If that is you, please reach out to me, send me a message. Let's book in a time to have a chat and see if and how I might be able to help you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Lots of love.